How are you?
Few bruises. Other than that, I'm all right.
Oh, I'm sorry. She was well out of order.
Yes, she was. But I know well enough I should never have provoked her.
You didn't provoke her?
Yes, I did. You didn't hear what I said to her.
What do you say?
Never mind. But I tell you something. You don't get as jealous as she does if you don't care about someone. She'll be pleading with you to come back any day now.
I'll have to hold the fort here this afternoon, Emily. I've got an appointment to see the solicitor.
Are you not serious about going through with this, are you?
Certainly am.
Well, I think you're mad.
Is this... You're not getting a divorce?
He's taken her side once too often. He's going to get the shock of his life when he gets those divorce papers.
Is it safe to come in?
Morning, Max. Sid!
You're not going to throw a punch at us, are you?
No, why would I want to throw a punch at you?
Well, I don't know. I just thought you might make a habit of it, like.
Me? No, it takes a lot for me to get provoked.
So what was all that about last night, then?
Her husband.
Ex-husband.
Well, ran off with her, did he?
Do I look the sort to let an old bag like Diane Blackstock run off with my husband? No, I threw him out.
Oh, that's cleared that up, then.
Anyway, what brings you here so bright and early? Not in for a bit of village gossip?
Well, we've come to measure up for materials.
Oh, good. You're starting quicker than I thought.
That's us. Quick off the mark every time.
Provided we like the look of the customer.
And? Should I be flattered?
Maybe.
Well, in that case, you better come through.
Something wrong?
Oh, she's just been sick again. I can't find her anything clean to wear.
Have you been sick? Yes.
Oh, this'll have to do.
Bernice, you know what you said last night? Did you mean it?
What are you talking about?
When you said you didn't want any more children?
Ashley, Gabrielle's only 3 months old. It's far too early to be talking about that, especially after everything that's happened.
Yeah, you're right. I wouldn't like to think she's going to be an only child.
There's nothing wrong with only children. I was brought up as an only child.
The old baby clothes, I might just store them at the church hall for the time being.
Whatever.
Up early this morning?
School holidays, Dad.
I've been on to your gran.
And?
She says we can stay for a week if you like.
A week?
What's the matter with that? You usually like going to see your gran.
Yeah, for a weekend, but not for a week.
Well, why not?
Stuff to do here.
Like what?
I don't know, just mess about, hang around with my mates.
Oh, don't be so daft. You can hang about with your mates any old time.
I can't, I'm at school. And anyways, there's nothing to do at Gran's.
I've told her we're coming.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't have. You should have asked me first.
Oh, brilliant.
What?
I got my divorce from Joe.
Oh, good.
Oh, you don't sound very enthusiastic.
Yeah, well, I am pleased. Of course I am. It's not going to change anything much, though, is it?
Of course it is. I'm a free woman now. Nothing to stand in our way, if you know what I mean. Honestly, Marlon, you made enough fuss when I married him.
Yeah, well, I'm pleased. I said that.
Yeah, well, I'm not rushing you, but you are going to have to start thinking about it. Otherwise, someone else might come along and snap me up.
Got someone lined up, have you?
No, that girl can't wait forever, can she?
I just don't get it. She used to really like going to me mum's.
Yeah, well, they change, don't they, as they grow up?
Well, she's changing too fast for me.
Well, have you asked Jack for a week off?
Not yet.
Well, so it could just be a weekend after all.
Oh, it sticks in your craw, you know. Having to ask somebody else if you can do out after you've been your own boss.
Well, I wouldn't know, not having worked for myself. Hello, Home Farm, how can I help you? Well, have you checked to see if immersion's on? Well, where's our Danny? Get him to have a look at it. Well, get him up! Kids, morning, there's no hot water. You've got a lot more to come, I'm telling you.
So, how many do you want then?
Oh, at least a dozen.
No, I mean serious.
3, I guess, or 4, if we can afford it, which of course we can't.
Oh, hi, Ashley.
Morning. You're very happy, the pair of you?
Yeah, well, I just got my divorce through. Oh. So I've told Marlon there's no excuses now. We're going to get married and have a whole brood of children.
That's nice.
Are you and Bernice going to have any more?
Well, it's early days to be deciding that. Bernice doesn't seem too keen at the moment, but dare say she'll change her mind. Hope so, anyway.
Is she working today?
Yes, she said she was going in for a bit.
Oh, good. I'm hoping she'll celebrate with me. You know, sort of opposite to M. Night.
I'm sure she will. See you both. See Ashley.
How did it go last night?
Fine.
Nice place, isn't it?
Yeah, he's not short of a few bucks.
Was there ever a Mrs. Ray?
Search me. But if there was no sign of her.
And he still didn't... Well, look on the bright side. He could be the last of the real gentlemen.
I don't think it's that somehow. I think I'm just going to have to face the fact that he just doesn't fancy me.
Well, of course he fancies you. Why else would he ask you out? Maybe you should consult Tricia's dating book.
Oh, please. I could write Tricia's dating book.
Well, Chris isn't going to like these projections one bit.
I know. That's why I wanted you to see them first.
Have you got any bright ideas about how we can attract more customers?
Yes, actually, I have.
Yeah?
I think we ought to offer some special rate weekends for people in the travel business.
Not Chris's style, I'm afraid. He's not too keen on freebies.
Well, it's either that or a massive advertising campaign. Because I don't want to preside over a poor summer any more than he does.
Chris Tate. Yeah, just a minute. It's your son.
Oh, right. I'll take it in kitchen.
No, I'm off. You can take it here.
Hello?
The boiler's not working. Can I come up and have a shower at home farm?
No, you cannot.
Been out for a run.
I said no. Sorry about that.
A week?
I know. I told him I didn't want to go, but he's...
Can't you get out of it?
How? I've got to go and see her sometime.
Well, there's nothing we could do then, is there?
I'm going to miss you while I'm gone, you know.
I'll miss you too.
Do you want to come upstairs now?
You know I do.
Come on, then. I know it's none of my business.
Oh, I knew this was coming. Go on, then. Have your say.
Don't you think it's a bit soon to be thinking about divorce proceedings? I mean, you haven't even tried to get back together.
Unreasonable behaviour, that's what I'm going for.
Well, you haven't given the marriage a chance. You haven't tried counselling or anything.
Counselling?
Marriage guidance.
You won't catch me going there.
At least talk to Bob before you rush off to see a solicitor. I can't believe you really want a divorce.
Emily, I think you're missing something here. I'm going to the solicitors not because I want a divorce. I'm doing it because I want to put the wind up Bob.
What do you mean?
I want him to realise how much I mean to him.
Well, I think going to see a solicitor's a perfectly ridiculous way to go about it.
Oh, do you? Why? It worked for your Paddy, didn't it?
What do you mean by that?
Well, as soon as Mandy got the letter, she came scurrying back.
Paddy didn't do it to get her to come back. He really wanted a divorce.
Yeah? Well, it's funny how they ended up in bed together again.
I think that's uncalled for, Mrs. Hope. And the point is, he did not write to intending that to happen. That's not why he did it.
I'm not saying it was. Oh, I'm sorry, Emily, but really, you shouldn't be so touchy. My point is, as soon as Mandy heard the word divorce, she came running, and so will Bob as soon as he gets the letter. You'll see.
Have you got any sandwiches left, love?
Yeah, all sorts. Do you want to see the menu?
I'll get on to the brewery about it this afternoon. Oh, can't keep you out of here.
Hey, Dan.
What brings you back in again today?
Just started work for Mrs. Hope across the road.
Your pal.
Viv, rather you than me. You saw last night.
Well, you don't do too bad yourself. I wouldn't like to get on your bad side.
What was it all about, anyhow? She's been telling us you whipped her on man off her.
Oh, you don't want to believe everything she says. I prefer my men a bit more macho than Bob. No, he just came over here to escape the flying crockery.
Mum.
Sorry.
Have you got a moment?
Yeah, come in.
You remember I told you I might want to take next Monday off?
Yeah, that's fine, I said.
No, well, I need the whole week off.
Short notice.
Yeah, well, I can't help that. Something's come up. It's my mother. I need to get over and see her.
Well, if it's an emergency. Only don't make a habit of it. Chris won't like it.
What about you? You married?
Why do you want to know that?
Oh, you're not wearing a ring.
Actually, I'm divorced, but if you'd asked me yesterday, I would have still been married.
How come?
My divorce papers came through this morning.
Oh, steer clear of this one, Sid, lad.
Why?
Will you be looking for a replacement husband next, I suppose?
Yeah, I've got someone in mind as it happens.
Not me, I hope.
No, don't flatter yourself. I'm not that hard up.
Tricia? Hi. I thought you and Bernice were supposed to be going off somewhere.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, well, I saw her put in the court on 5 minutes ago.
All right. Bye for now.
Yeah. See you again out.
Well, I'm in here most days. It's good husband hunting territory.
Morning. No, afternoon.
Hi.
Find the best.
Thanks for last night. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, so did I. Have to do it again sometime.
Yeah, I like that. I'd invite you back here, but there's not really very much privacy.
No, we're better at my place. I don't really like eating out anyway.
What's that?
No reason, just don't feel comfortable.
You're frightened someone's going to slip something into your food.
Now, why would you say that?
I don't know. You tell me.
Maybe I will. Not here, not now.
Some other time, then.
I might. If you're very good.
Ray, I've been looking all over for you.
Cynthia.
Our boiler's not working, with no hot water and no heating.
All right, I'm sorry about that. I'll get somebody to come around and check it out.
Well, when?
Well, I won't know that till after I've spoken to them, will I?
Well, we can't manage without hot water, not with a baby.
Yeah. I'll get somebody to come around as soon as I can.
Well, what about an emergency plumber?
That won't be necessary, will it?
All right, because you'd do it if it were your own boiler, but because we're only tenants, it don't matter, does it, you mean git?
Cynthia, I said I'll deal with it. Right now, I'm having a pint.
Right, well, in that case, I'll expect a rebate on next month's rent.
Will you indeed?
Joys being a landlord, eh?
I wouldn't mind, but if she was the house owner herself, she'd still have to wait for somebody to come round.
Yeah, that's 170. So what were we talking about before we were so rudely interrupted?
I don't know. That woman's just put everything else out of my head. Look, can we talk later, yeah?
Bad luck. Just when it was going so well.
Oh, I got brains, Cynthia.
Madam Shop Steward. You didn't stand a chance with her butting in. Huh. I'll tell you one thing.
What?
That man fancies the pants off you.
But Diane, he's like this every time, then he just backs off.
That's why you like him, pet.
So is he coming?
He said he'd send someone. He didn't seem all that bothered, to be quite honest. So if no one's come by 4 o'clock, give me a ring at home farm.
4? I'm freezing here.
Yeah, well, at least if you went to work, you'd be warm in factory.
I've told you, I'm not feeling right.
Oh, give us the details.
And why aren't you out washing windows or something? Shouldn't need you here to look after Kurt when she's here.
Yeah, I do. I'm not well.
Give me patience.
So, what we're drinking to? The end of Tricia Fisher?
Yeah, that'll do. I felt right div with that name.
The end of Tricia Fisher.
I'm on return to being a single woman. Not that I'm planning to stay single for long.
Oh, not another wedding in this village.
Yep. Not immediately, though. Got to leave a decent interval.
Well, I don't know why. It's not as if it was a real marriage.
I know, but Marlon's quite old-fashioned like that. He wants us to save some money, that sort of thing.
Doesn't it seem an age since Joe was living here?
It's not that long, really. December 2000 I married him. Or went through the ceremony.
Is that all it is?
Yeah.
God. I suppose it seems longer because so much has happened to me since then.
Not still hankering after Carlos, are you?
No, I am not. I don't know what I was thinking of running off with him like that. Chasing my lost youth, I suppose. Completely mad.
Well, I know I wasn't chasing my lost youth. Still a mad thing to do, though. Why complicate my life like that?
Something to do with £5,000, as I recall.
Oh, yeah.
At least you never thought you were in love with Joe.
No, and he's out of my life now. He might never have been. Ways wide open for me and Marlon now.
Wish I could wipe the slate clean in the same way.
Why? What's wrong?
Oh, I don't know. Some mistakes you can't undo, can you?
What are you talking about? Has Ashley still not forgiven you for Carlos?
Oh, no, it's not that. Ashley's a saint. He never throws that back at me.
Well, what is it then? What's wrong?
He wants to have more kids.
Bit soon, innit?
Oh, not now, later. Well, what's wrong with that?
What's wrong with it? I should never have had one kid, Tricia. I'm a hopeless mother.
No, you're not. Don't be silly.
I am. Well, I'm a bit better now, but I'm still not a natural.
But you were dying to have a kid.
Yeah, I know. But it's not all it's cracked up to be. I've had real problems, Trish.
Oh, it's really good to see you. I'm glad you looked in.
How are you anyway?
Oh, I'm not so bad, you know. Days off are the worst. Don't know what to do with myself. Miss your mum.
And she misses you too, but if you don't do something about getting back with her soon, it's going to be too late.
Why? Is it one of those builders?
No. Not yet, anyway. Look, don't tell her I told you this. She'd be furious if she knew I'd come round here.
Tell me what?
She's gone to the solicitors about getting a divorce. It isn't what she wants. She still loves you, I'm sure she does.
Well, it's hard to know, really.
She does. I wonder if you've got to come out and say what you really feel.
Yeah, you could be right there. The trouble with your mum is, any attempt to get back with her, she demands a total climb down.
But you still love her, you said so.
Yeah, of course I do.
Then please just go and see her. Tell her how you really feel. Why not?
Donna, love, your mum's gonna have to agree to a few changes before we get back. I can't capitulate just because she's threatening divorce.
So you're not gonna? Well, you two are as bad as each other. You're like two little kids. Don't say I didn't warn you. But if you find yourself suddenly divorced by accident, don't blame me.
Why didn't you tell me you're having such a hard time?
Well, you don't feel like telling people, Tricia. It's not a nice thing to admit that you don't love your baby.
But it's better now, yeah? You said it got better.
Yeah, it is much better. But the thought of having another one...
If you want my opinion, I think Ashley's stupid to even mention it. Because you probably will want another baby one day, just not at the moment.
That's what he says.
Yeah, well, he can wait till it happens. Show a bit of consideration.
Oh, don't, Tricia. No one could have shown me more consideration than Ashley.
So you're not even fully booked over Easter?
No.
And what about advance bookings, the May holiday weekends?
We'll have a few in, but...
It is slow, Chris.
Then we're just going to have to G things up. There was a bunch of travel agents I was talking to last week at a lunch I went to. We could start by offering them a freebie. Offer them and their wives a couple of days at Dale Park. Spoil them a bit.
Isn't that going to let us in for a lot of outlay?
Yes, it's called investment.
If you say so.
And looking at these projections, we're certainly going to have to do something.
Anyway, I told him, I said if he didn't get someone round to fix it, I'd be withholding some of his rent. So he phones me half an hour ago and says he'll send a plumber round tomorrow. I mean, it's not exactly emergency service, but what can I do?
Was it with Louise in the pub?
Yeah.
They an item now, then?
Well, I don't know. You'd have to ask her. I mean, all I do know is that they were looking at each other all cow-eyed when I walked in.
Oh, put paid to my hopes, then.
Yeah, well, maybe it's for best. You know, put you out of your misery once and for all.
You are kidding, aren't you?
And 20 pence. Thanks ever so much.
Mum back?
Yes, she came back about half hour ago.
Where is she?
In the back with the builders.
Oh, God, what does she think she's playing at?
Playing, that's the word.
What do you mean?
Oh, it's all just a big performance for Bob. The divorce, the builders. She said as much today. I know. I can't believe she's dicing with her own happiness like this. Did you go see Bob?
Yeah. He's just as bad, waiting for her to climb down.
You miss Bob, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I thought it was a right pillock when she first got with him, but I really like him now. I don't want him to go, because guess he'll have to pick up the pieces when he does.
Penny for them.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, nothing. Katie's going away for a week.
Oh, yeah, Dad was talking to me about taking time off.
Yeah, and I wish I'd have never let him have it.
Andy, it's probably to make sure she stays away from you that he's taking her away for the week.
Yeah, but he didn't have to make it so easy for him.
Yeah, but I'm not supposed to know you're seeing her.
Yeah, I know, but...
Anyway, it'll soon pass. It's only for a week.
A week?
Oh, dear. He has got it bad, Victoria.
I know, he's in love.
I suppose I should be getting back.
What time you got to pick up Gabby?
I haven't. Ashley's doing it.
I'm sorry if I sounded critical before, saying what I did about Ashley.
It's okay.
No, it's not. I'm really sorry. Because it's obvious he really loves the both of you.
Yeah, he's great. Don't know what I would have done without him, really.
And having come through all this, your marriage must be so strong.
You reckon?
Yeah. That's what my magazine says. It says every time you overcome a problem, your relationship gets that much stronger.
Yeah, well...
And it also says, once you're really committed to being together, you're solid. Any little difficulty and you know the other one's not going to flounce off. You've got the rest of your life to work things out. And you're still young. Still have plenty of time. 30, 40 years together.
Oh, don't.
Oh, at least. People are living so much longer these days. You could go on to be 90, and that'd be nearer 60. I wonder what we'll all be like if we live that long. If me and Marlon are still alive, we'll come and visit you, celebrate your golden wedding, push you up and down the prom. That's if you're not pushing us, of course. You all right, Bernice?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just never thought of it like that. How long it might last.